Yo, what's the word? What's the word, man? Look, it's Wild 100's Q, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the FBG duck trial that's coming up October 2nd. It's going to be at 219 Dearborn Street. At the Fed building, located right downtown. It's going to be a block from the old Sears Tower building. Everybody been asking me, is there a chance that will all of them be convicted? Will some be convicted? Will it be a mistrial? Could they be found not guilty? So on and so forth. But before I get into that, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, run the views up, run the views up, run the views up. Like the video. Tell somebody else. Let them like the video. We're trying to get them views up. We're trying to get them subscribers up. All right, so look, I ain't going to hold you. Look, I think it's a chance that Los and C Murder, they gone. They out of there. Based on what we already know, based on what the feds already done leaked out, I think they out of there. But for the others, they got a fighting chance. Muwab got a lawyer. So, depending on how good his lawyer is, as long as he can create reasonable doubt, there's a chance he can come home. They talk about they got everybody running to the cars and shit, going on the hit for FBG duck. But you got to see what them cameras look like. Is he caught in 4K? Can you really identify him? Are you really sure? All you got to do is present reasonable doubt, and if you can do that, they can come home. I think WAP got a chance. I think a few others got a chance. It's just that, they downfall was just doing too much talking. I also think that they're gonna bring up, diss records and diss songs and all that, but that don't mean that. That's not enough. You gotta be able to put the pipe in their hand. You gotta be able to, match forensics and all that. You know what I'm saying? To be able to prove whether or not all of them participated or not. I also think that as long as everybody stays solid and don't nobody turn state, they got a fair shot. Other than the two I mentioned. But I want to talk about that, but I also want to talk about something else. First, me talking about that, I just think that whether or not they get found guilty or not, I think, you got to understand the ramifications of this. A lot of them got kids. A lot of them going to be left to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Especially young black males. When they live to the streets, you let the streets raise your kids. And I think that's the worst thing that a black man could do, is allowing the system, or you allow the streets to raise your kids, because, one thing about the prisons, they don't close. They might end up right next to their OG. And that means as a father, as a man, you failed your kids. They don't do better than you. I think that Bazel, taking himself out, I think that's gonna have a lot to do with it too. If they go through his messages and they go through what he had going, what was he talking about? Was anybody, going through on their social medias, talking about this and that, anything that got anything to do with the case? I also think that, the feds, they bogus too. They just like 12, they bogus. They allow all this to go on from 2012 all the way up until Duck is gone, all the way up until Von is gone. They really had a chance to stop a lot of this before it escalated. And they still can stop a lot of this what's going on in the streets now. But I think it's easier for them to just go ahead and let them do each other, grab the ones that's left, and kind of wipe the slate clean. That's what they do. They play these type of games where they ain't got to spend money, because it costs money, just like how the government wants you to cop out so that they can save money. That's what they do. It's cheaper for us to get rid of each other versus them having to round everybody up and having to bring all these cases and pay all these DAs and judges and so on and so forth. Y'all got to understand the games that they play. They play the same type of game we play, or what we used to play when we was in the street. I think that whether they go home or not, it's fucked up. You know, it's fucked up because Duck got left with kids, Von got left with kids, WAP, everybody got left with kids, and ain't nobody win. Duck kids might want to get their lick back. Von kids might want to get their lick back. The WAP kids might want to get their lick back. And the cycle continue. We always got to make sure that, man, when we talking about a lot of this street shit, man, if you have kids, that's when it's time for you to get up out this shit. That's when it's time for you to retire. You want to leave the game while you ahead. You don't want to leave. You don't want to make the system leave. You don't want to make the system make you leave the game. Or you don't want the graveyard to make you leave the game. You always want to leave ahead. And when you don't, you will lose no matter what. So no matter what happened at this trial, Duck gone. He can't raise his kids. WAP, C Murder, C Thing, Los, all they kids, Kenny Mac, all they kids done lost time that they'll never get with they pops over this. And they did it for $100,000 that they had to split 6-7 ways. It wasn't even worth it. Allegedly. So I say all that to say this, man. If you know you was in the streets sliding, and you know you was in the streets doing shit, man, that's when it's time for you to pack up and move, man. Don't let them folks come get you before you start regretting shit. Get up out this shit before they come get you. Change your life around and get you some money. The biggest gangsters ain't the ones that's BD, GD, Vice Lord, or nothing. The biggest gangsters the one that's chasing the bag, trying to change their life for the betterment of their family. Those are the gangsters I respect. That's it, man. That's all I got to say, man. Like, comment, subscribe, run them views up. It's Wild 100Q. I'm gone.